Welcome to Football or Soccer, the podcast. We've got Chris here with us. How are we?
Beautiful, man.
And we've got Tony over in Scottsdale. What's happened, Tony?
Well, what's
that? Woman been at you?
Oh, with the eye, you mean? Yeah.
What's happened? Is the old engagement off?
Well, last night Liverpool played Everton. My next door neighbour's only a fucking Everton fan.
No. Thought you were chasing parked cars, mate.
So we had to straighten it around the pool.
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, actually, it was what day did we do the pod last week? Sam?
Last Monday.
Monday. So I think it was the day after. It must have been Tuesday. A light dinked, but the problem was I had eyeglasses on. And what's
specky bastard?
What's that?
Specky bastard.
Specky bastard. Isn't one of the 7 deadly sins vanity?
Yeah.
It is, right?
I heard about that. Yeah, I think it is.
I think it is, you know.
Well, just watch 7. What was
it?
Yeah, go through all the deaths
It would
in
be,
7.
I'm pretty sure Vanity is
one of them. Yeah, it was one of them.
I think Vanity's one of them. The funny thing is I didn't even need the glasses. They just look good. So I had them on.
Oh, what? They were fake glasses?
Oh, so
they weren't fake glasses, but they were for aesthetics. What?
Seen
so
it
good
all
on you
now.
for declaring in that. That's good for you, mate. See?
I mean, listen, we there's no point lying, is there? But so I had the glasses on. Sam, you've seen my lights, right? Those big metal, the LED lights, but they have big metal frames on them. But they're hung on one side with a big swing if you don't hang them properly. So I'm messing around with them.
You can have some fun cutting this up with those.
I've got these glasses on, and I hit the light, swung in, and I was like, well, I didn't even see it coming. But the eye, I don't know how clear the eye is. The eye is not the problem. There's a big gash here.
Yeah.
That I really should have gone and got stitches for, but
you're
hard.
Well, no, in America it costs you about $6,000 to get 2 stitches. So,
by the way,
so I was like, I'm all right with I'm all right with the scar.
Yeah.
And I see you've got a little football on the table there. What is that, Tone? Tell us what that is.
This little ball here. Do you remember? It's the first World Cup I can remember. World Cup '94. I would have been.
You're young then. You don't remember '86.
I was 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. No,
86?
Never mind.
1990 was the first I remember, but 94 was the first one.
First proper one.
Really our age, wasn't it? We were just a bit too young for 90.
Yeah. No, 86.
Well, McDonald's used to give away these balls. McDonald's used to give away these balls.
I remember.
You see the logo and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's got all the cities where games were played all around it. It's superb.
Do you remember
I got it from Amazon.
Do you remember the yo-yos at McDonald's with Sprite,
Coca-Cola
and Fanta?
Coca-Cola ones.
Do you remember that?
Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
They were the bollocks, they were, weren't they? They were World Cup. I'm sure they were World Cup 94 as well.
They might have been.
I've got a feeling.
Well, we've all got that to look forward to next year, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
World Cup, you got Club World Cup this year, haven't you? And then World Cup next year. Apparently, the ticket sales for the Club World Cup are dying.
Are they?
I wonder why.
Yeah,
because it doesn't look like it's going to be anything special, does it?
I
mean,
it's
Chelsea
a made-up tournament for Americans, and it's a friendly. Basically, it's a friendly tournament, isn't it?
More money.
It's a pain in the arse tournament. That's going to.
Yeah.
At Liverpool, they're not, are they?
No, Liverpool only City and Chelsea, which is bananas.
And Chelsea's, well, you're owned by Americans as well, aren't you? So it's weird that you're not in it, actually. It's mad that you're not in it, really.
I don't know. I don't know what the qualification process was, but anyway.
I only wanted multiple Premier League champions, I suppose.
Going to insert a bad word there.
What was I going to say? I want to address Sam Collins, actually, right now. I think it's about to be...
Is it yellow or red?
I think we've got to fuck him off, haven't we?
Such a tough crowd.
It's What are we wasting our time with him for? He
SP.
brings nothing, does he?
Brutal.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think when he
Sam,
He's never here, is he?
SC, I'm gonna
when he
stick
does
up for
come
you.
on,
Comments are great.
when he
You
does
got- you
come
gotta
on
get here.
next, which he inevitably will when Chelsea start to win again,
Yeah,
he'll
exactly.
come on again.
There's a method to the
But
madness.
when he
The
does,
correlation. Chelsea have gone shit, and so's his attendance.
Yeah. But I just don't know. I
little
think I should
name-
replace him with someone else.
Amrit, if you can hear me, mate, his little name when he comes on, sick note Sam.
Yeah.
Sick note, Sam. SNS.
Yeah, I can't make it today. Yeah, exactly. Because that's all he does. Can't make it today. Can't make it today. But please reference something about Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're as shit as you.
They have fallen off, haven't they, Chelsea? Like, isn't that just what? Like, that's a hell of a thing. Like we were talking about them potentially challenging this year, and they've just gone falling off a cliff.
Yeah,
haven't
dropped
they?
off a cliff, but
I just saw Maresca say that he's the goalkeeper, the other goalkeeper, not Sanchez, is now the number one.
Really?
He just said it.
is that right?
Yeah, because
I mean they've got about 16 terrible goalkeepers, haven't they?
I'll tell you what, the geezer, the other, I don't even know his name.
Didn't they
Christian
loan out the other guy?
might be. Yeah, Kepa, he's at Bournemouth, isn't he?
Yeah. And he cost him wasn't he like the
70
second most
million or
expensive
something like that?
behind Alisson after, or was
Yeah.
it the most?
And then they bought in Mendy, who was really good, won the Champions League, and then he
Curious.
went weird, and they sold him off to Saudi, didn't they?
Do you know what they should have done? They should have bought well, not bought, they should have signed De Gea.
Yeah, I find it
They
so
should have
weird that
signed
no
him.
one bought, no one took De Gea for a whole year,
Bananas.
and then he ended up at Fiorentina. I do
Yeah.
feel sorry for De Gea because, especially last year, he always wanted to go Real Madrid, didn't he? That was the thing, and then he signed
Yeah,
the big Man
yeah.
United deal, and then he was out of contract, and they took Kepa on loan over him out of on contract, which was quite mad.
Wow.
Crazy
You never
that,
know
isn't
what's
it?
happening in the back though, do you? You don't know if he's chirpy, if he's not.
Well, he must
He's
have
a
been
bad
asking
egg.
for too much money.
Yeah.
That's obviously what it was.
Well, he was on a boatload at United, wasn't
about
he? He was on
350, I
about
think.
Was he? God
yeah,
bless him.
he was one of their top earners when he
250,
signed that
350.
contract.
Nice.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah.
on big money there because he
Yeah.
always wanted to go Real Madrid, didn't he? But he didn't. He never got there, did he? He's at Fiorentina now. But he won
mean,
there like
listen,
player of the
live-
season,
live-
like
living in
4 years
Florence,
in a row.
Yeah, living in Florence is. I'm sure he's not. I don't feel too bad for the lad. You know, he's
No, but you'd
it's a
expect him
beautiful
to
place.
be a top club
Yeah.
because I think Barcelona, Szczesny's number one there now, and he'd retired. I think they got him out of retirement because they had a goalkeeper injury. I might be completely wrong with that, but I'm pretty certain that
I'll defer
that
to
did
you on
happen.
all this. I haven't got a fucking clue.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that. Yeah.
I was thinking of some things earlier.
You were?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Fuck me. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to go have a lie down?
Right, here's a thought of mine. Why do beer, and this is an unanswered question, why does beer in football grounds, or any sporting event for that matter, taste like shit?
It's probably because the pipes have never been cleaned in God knows how long.
It does though, doesn't it?
Yeah. That, of all the things that was going to come out of your gob, that is about as far from I thought it was going to be. Why is the ref a prick against Liverpool? And, how are we so... No, why does the beer taste shit in football? I'm assuming...
Yeah.
It's
that they haven't-
disgusting.
Maybe they want to
I'll
water
tell
it
you
down so
this.
you don't get
I'll tell you
pissed.
this. If Liverpool, we can't drink beer in Premier League games, but if Liverpool fans were drinking beer in the
it would have been-
87th minute
it would have
yesterday, it
been-
would have tasted the
Oh.
best it's ever tasted. In the
If you were an Everton fan
159th
drinking
minute,
on 93 minutes,
Exactly.
come on, Super David
It was
Moyes.
98.
98,
97.
yeah.
It was 97. It was the last kick of the game.
No, I know. Do you know what it was? Because
You always have to drag it
I
back
actu-
to Liverpool. Our listeners don't want to listen about Liverpool.
Well,
all
hang
the
on,
time.
Right, all right. Let's
hang
talk
on,
about
hang on.
shit
Let's-
beer then. Let's talk
to be-
about shit beer.
To be fair, though, like I don't want to be that up moaning Liverpool fans always it doesn't go their way. Because I think if you'd have asked us, should we get into it yesterday's game?
Let's
I
get
think
into it.
We,
'Cause I
we
think-
can do, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I would argue that if you'd have said at the start of the game you're going to have a draw, would you take it? I think we would have. I think
It was a big night. Goodison.
exactly.
It was like when West Ham left Upton Park
Yeah,
and
I
we
mean,
beat
you
Man
knew
United on
that
that
they
last.
were going to throw
Yeah.
everything at it. The crowd's going to be mental. Everton, they've got David Moyes. They're better. They did us last season. They're going to have as much. You'll never have an Everton side with more motivation to beat us than last night.
Yeah.
In terms
true.
of trying to knock us off the league, the last game at Goodison. I mean, that's a tough place to go. So I think
It is
a draw. And there was a couple of, look, Bradley could have gone with a second yellow. You know, there's a couple of things that, so I'm not going to be totally, we got robbed. But Jesus Christ.
I didn't think he got robbed.
Mate.
With what?
Right, well, one, Mo Salah can't
Well,
get a foul. When is Mo Salah going to get? He gets clattered every single game and never gets called. Clattered. The one where he's taken on off the team and doesn't, and that wasn't called yet. McAllister, who didn't touch the fella, got a yellow card earlier on for that.
The ref lost control yesterday.
The ref was a disgrace.
Michael Oliver again, wasn't it?
Now look at Pep Guardiola shake Michael Oliver's hand 2 weeks ago, and look how vigorous and sarcastic he was with that handshake, and nothing happened. And then, and look, he was a little bit aggressive. There was a bit of a yank when he first. You know, I'm not saying Arne Slot wasn't an angel with that, but. Do
you know what I want to discuss
Look at him side by side.
What the fuck do these managers have to keep coming on the pitch
I don't disagree. He should have. Look, he shouldn't.
I mean, to be fair though,
all managers. And it's not
off on
it's not Arne Slot. It's all managers now. What the fuck do they need to
no.
Well,
if you're going to do it. But there's nothing to be gained from what he did there. Like, he should have taken a deep breath. And again, you're not going to get a more emotional.
I just don't know why these pests are all over the pitch. They're all hugging everyone else's players and.
I agree with in isolation though. Yesterday, what was that?
I said, "Fuck off, you baldy cunt."
We're going to have a lot of bleeps. There's going to be a lot of bleeps.
I'd like to see Michael Oliver just stick a nut on him.
Listen, yesterday though, treating it in isolation, it was all kicking off on the pitch.
It was, yeah.
It would be actually a bit weird for Slot to just be like, all right, I'll let you all deal with that.
No,
and I'm going to go down the tunnel.
But that was one. But every week,
every
manager,
general,
all the coaching staff, all of them on the pitch is fucking doing laps and clapping and just fuck off. You don't need to be on there.
Unless you're Jurgen Klopp and you can fist pump to the crowd.
No, it was that prick that started it all, Jurgen Klopp. I saw a meme yesterday about Jurgen Klopp. Went mad about City's multiple team ownership for years. Went and joined a multi-ownership club.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's getting a bit of stick for that, isn't he?
Yeah. Because he did go on about it for years, didn't he? About like shouldn't be allowed. He's got to join a multi.
Not really. No, he didn't talk about City's multi-ownership.
No,
he got much involved in that.
Always
maybe he did. I never heard it though. But going back to the game yesterday,
ever either. So you're barking up the wrong tree there. What about Curtis Toe?
I loved it, mate. I loved that. I know. That's
but you know what? If you can go off, fucking what? Don't push him.
Well, yeah.
What's the point?
If you're going to get a red card,
just do it.
Swinging, yeah.
You ever seen Keane when he talks about Shearer? that one with Shearer when he goes, "I should have just punched him in the face." Yeah. He said, "Like, because I got the same punishment. Like, it's like I should have just done it."
But you've got to love him for that. I can't believe. Apparently, he gets a lot of stick from the Scousers as well. And
who does? Curtis Jones?
Yeah.
Why?
I've never heard that.
I don't know. Exactly. Why? Because he's been fucking great this season. He's been
amazing. Local players always get more stick than anyone else from Liverpool fans. I mean, that's just, it's you. If you mean from
Liverpool fans or Everton fans?
No, Liverpool fans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently that's.
But it's been the same since. Before, but what I can remember, Carragher and Gerrard used to get a lot of stick as well. Not because of anything other than they're one of our own type thing. That's why Trent gets more stick than most players from Liverpool fans, because Trent's probably our most gifted, naturally gifted player. But he gets a lot of stick because he's from Liverpool, you know?
I'm in a bad mood today. I'm jet lagged. Sorry, I've been on 6 international flights around the world.
You've probably been around the world 3 times this month.
Yeah, and I'm so jet lagged. Like, I feel terrible. I've got to say, Dubai was.
Do you feel as terrible as the build quality in Dubai? God bless you for your. God bless you for your comments. My God. So how bad is it? Yeah, we're going to digress for a second because I'm interested in this. How is the Dubai? Tell us about that.
I went and saw some homes over there, and there was this one home that we went to. So this woman, God's honest truth, I don't know if it was a lady boy or not.
All right.
that was the agent.
Not that that makes any difference, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you can say it does now.
Oh, you can.
Don't come at me, trannies.
No, exactly.
They had the
It was
best
going
surgeon
so well
in
until
Dubai,
we got
apparently.
cancelled.
Yeah, no, you can't get cancelled. You can say what you want.
No,
now.
that's it. Fair enough.
So this guy was showing me a few houses, and this other, we'll call her lady, showing us these other houses, and she's like, "I've got another one. You've got to come and see it."
Yeah.
No problem. We turn up outside, and I went, "What the is this?" And even the guy who's with me, the agent, he said, "This don't look good, does it?" I said, "No, it don't." It was like a white box, and it had like silver metal all over it and gold. This was the outside of the house. It was like a badly wrapped Christmas present, like the outside of the house.
Sam, do you remember Keanu Reeves' house at the bottom of the birds?
Yes.
Was it like that?
No, much worse time. Done
Really?
like that, but 1,000 times tackier. Right? So we go, we walk in, and every single thing in the room is white. Right? So it's like being in this...
Dentist office.
Yeah. The furniture's white, very little of it. And then they've just added in flashes of gold metal. Right? But like, for no apparent reason. Like, it's like one full way across the wall.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. So there's the only two palettes are white and gold. So we're walking around, mirrored ceiling, pole, mirrored floor.
Jeez.
And she's like, "What do you reckon?" I said, "Are you fucking insane?" I said, "It looks like it's been done by an arms dealing warlord and a hooker." I said, "Does it come with a tiger?" And she was like, the geezer with me was like laughing. And we just said, like,
say what you see.
What on earth is this like place? Like you would have like, you didn't even want to touch anything in there because it was like, we said after, if they made porn films in this place, you would have gone, "Cool, the backdrop's a bit much, isn't it?" Like,
and how much was that?
They wanted, I think, about 250 grand a month for it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane.
But the woman was showing it to us going, "This is very high level, very high level." And I went, like, "Have you ever seen high level?" Like, it's...
So was that the opportunity, do you think, over there? To go and do it,
You could earn billions in Dubai. Yeah. Literally billions by changing things up. So if you haven't seen Dubai, in Ajfat is a good plug for Football Escapes is coming there next week, which is owned by Noble, Zamora, Rio Ferdinand. And they do it at the Jumeirah Estates, and they've got Rooney there next week coaching the kids.
Amazing.
Do they really?
Yeah,
no
Rooney's
way.
doing it. So
wow.
They're great guys, actually. They're good friends of mine at Football Escape. Guy Sam runs it. So if you're ever looking for a holiday, they do great ones. They do them in Greece, they do them in Maldives, but they do it all with...
So what are they? I'm assuming it's for kids.
Amazing.
You are?
My sister took her son there.
It's brilliant.
In Greece it was, and she said it was
she went to the Ikos. Is it Ikos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's supposed
What's
to be really...
the age range that they have for that? Do you know?
It's from about...
He'd have been
7 up till
11 to 12, is it? Or maybe
yeah,
more?
Yeah, maybe a little bit more.
It's in that range. It's
imagine being a 10-year-old kid being taught by Wayne Rooney.
Ugh.
Yeah, but you know what? It's funny. They don't
know how good it is. Like, I want to go and get taught by Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, exactly. But what's great is they have a dad's game at the end of the week. So you play with them. Like when we were there at Christmas, Jolien Lescott was in. So we played with Lescott. But Rooney's there. I think it's next week, which would be quite fun. And then he'd be in the pub there. When I was in Dubai, I was in that pub watching the football there with my mate Adam. You've met Adam.
I have, yeah.
He is like I'd call him Barney Gumble of Dubai. Like he's just in this pub every single day without fail watching the football. Yeah. And so we were in there. He's a big Liverpool fan, isn't he? But we watched all the FA Cup in there, and we were watching a bit of Championship. So it was like anything that was on TV. So it was quite fun. But
nice.
Actually, we watched.
But you're not moving there then, by the sounds of it.
Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Let's not talk about that.
That was a nice
Plymouth,
result.
Yeah.
Actually.
Who cares? Who cares about the FA Cup?
That was. I get why he did it, but God, we were awful. And Chisel, whatever his name is, the guy that came in from Juve, didn't look like.
Oh, Chiesa.
Yeah.
Chiesa. Yeah.
I mean, you can see.
Yeah, he had a very
We had some
poor game.
decent play. Like we had Diaz, him, and
Yeah,
first
it
team
wasn't.
players
And
in there.
Kelleher, we've been saying for the longest time, Kelleher could be our number one if Alisson wasn't there.
Yeah.
Gomez obviously went off injured, and I think that was a big kick in the balls, because we didn't really have much on the bench in terms of defensive, so we had to bring. I can't even remember his name, to be honest with you, but he was a kid. But we still should have won it. I don't blame Slot for that even a little bit.
You're out, and this podcast called Football or Soccer, not Football or Liverpool. So I'm not. I'm moving you too swiftly. Fucking, I can't listen to you about Plymouth.
Liverpool fans.
I know I can't listen to it. There's other teams. What about this week? Real Madrid versus Man City. Now that was a game.
Yeah.
That was, you didn't see it.
I didn't watch it, but I obviously saw it, and it.
So me and Tone were having a heated debate with our mate Luke through the whole game.
Yeah. I forgot about that,
Haaland,
actually.
right? So
yeah.
We were saying, would you take Haaland or Vinny and Mbappe?
What? Both of them or him? Or
well, either or. Each individual.
Yeah, each individual. Ugh. No, because it's hard because we were actually saying like Vinny and Mbappe as a pair or like Haaland up top. But what we said was they're better players than Haaland.
Yeah.
He's obviously the best finisher probably ever been.
Maybe.
I wouldn't go that far, Sam.
Well, he's one of the most compelling.
He's the quickest ever to the number of goals.
Well, it's funny because they asked Thierry Henry the exact. Did you see that? Because they asked Thierry Henry the same question, and he went for he just said Mbappe or Haaland, and Titi went Mbappe because he's more versatile. But he's going to be.
Yeah.
This was our point.
And then he did come back and say, "Yeah, but Haaland's going to get you all the goals. So, like, great, he's versatile, but how do you win games? So it's a great.
And
question.
that was our mate's. Really, that was Luke's point, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and he wasn't wrong because Haaland. I get what Roy Keane said the other year when he said he's a League One player.
I think he said League Two.
Yeah, because he's not a great player. Which is so weird to say because obviously you can't win the Champions League and everything if you're not a good player and play for the clubs he's played. But he's not. His hold-up play isn't amazing. His passing isn't amazing. But yet his movement and finishing is incredible.
Yeah.
He must be the only player probably in history that's been that good at finishing but hasn't got any of the other part of his game.
Well, he's also massive as well, isn't he? So he's such a
he's a big
so
one,
strong.
Like
all the attributes to be the goal scorer.
Yeah.
He is. And he's not like
he's a machine.
I'd say he's a terrible player, but he's not a top. He's not Vinny or Mbappe.
No.
Or even Harry Kane.
But I mean, remember that last season when he scored, everyone was like, he's a cheat code. I mean, no one was worried about his hold-up play because he just scored.
Well, that was actually what I said, Chris, was that in one of the best teams in the world, he's one of the best players in the world, but in a team that isn't performing great, he doesn't offer a lot.
Yeah, if you put him in at Palace, for example, right, and then you put Vinny or Mbappe in at Palace, who would score more goals?
Well, because you've got to get him the ball. And so if that was our problem against Plymouth, is we had our three strikers up front, but they never got a look in because the guys behind couldn't get him the ball.
Right.
So, yeah.
It was a good debate anyway. It was a fiery debate.
It went on for a while.
Yeah. Well, we won. Because Madrid won, so we were going, and Vinicius cocked up for the Bellingham's goal, who was absolutely unbelievable. Bellingham,
great.
Yeah. He runs through 1-on-1, chips the goalkeeper, but it's going miles wide, and then Bellingham comes in and puts it in. And then we were saying, look at Vinicius, two assists, because he did get 2 assists, but one of them was a cocked shot.
One of them was a miss hit.
And then we were going, look, Haaland, he's only got 2. One of them was a penalty, but Vinny and Mbappe can win a game. But it was a great game, wasn't it? They fell apart against it.
I still stand by, though. I still stand by Haaland is not world class. He isn't. I don't think he is. I don't think he's a world class player. I really don't.
No, but a world class finisher.
Yeah, but as I say, in the best team, that's
exactly
what you want.
Would you walk into any team, Tony? Yeah, I agree.
No.
You don't
You
think so?
mad?
When you well, he would walk into any of the top 10 teams in the world,
So
Yeah.
then,
but
does
he
that
wouldn't
not make
walk
it world
into any of the
class?
bottom.
He'd walk into any team in the
It's hard
world.
to say he's not world class.
Would he walk into a Southampton team?
Of course he would. What, you think they're going to say,
No.
Alan
For
Armstrong?
how long?
We'll
Fucking
take
how
you
long?
sell the rest of
instead
them.
of
They'd have
Haaland.
him over the first 10.
All right. Would he have walked into a Burnley team under Sean Dyche?
Yeah.
No.
What, you think they're going to take
He would
Ashley
never have
Barnes
had the
over
chance.
Haaland? You're off your
No,
fucking
he had.
mind.
So I
No,
love
okay,
you.
but-
very
Yeah,
much,
no,
but
he's
style-
been...
But I'm
That
not sure
eye
I
must
think
have
I'll
affected his
do
head
this.
here. I
Yeah,
can't
no,
go.
I'm
How
not
hard is
having
that
it.
whack
I'm
on
not
you?
having it.
Ashley, but so you reckon Sean Dyche, given the choice, is going to take Ashley Barnes over Erling Haaland?
No, I'm not saying that. It's not that
I
binary,
know.
is it?
I think I know what you're getting at. I think he wouldn't be as effective in
the
those
lad
teams, is what you're
needs
saying, because of
service,
the reasons
and
we just talked about.
he needs a team that has possession a lot of the time, and he needs great service. Because don't forget, it's not like he scores every chance he gets. By the way, he does miss
No, he has fluffed his lines this season.
his fair share of chances.
Mm.
I think
He's
for-
one of them
for
great
someone
players
like-
that it doesn't affect him missing.
Yeah.
That's what
Short
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, all great forwards. It doesn't matter, does it? They know they're going to get a chance again. But I don't know. I think like I'd said yesterday, Sam. It was yesterday, wasn't it? No, it was the day before yesterday. Proper players like Henry, Gerrard.
No, I knew this gun would have to be in there.
All right, but well, you knew it was coming because I've already said it to you. But they would literally get into any team in the world, no matter how good or bad they were, and affect the game. I don't think Haaland would.
I
I think
does.
Haaland
He's
needs
done it
to
at
be in a
Dortmund as
great
well.
team.
I think he walks into any team.
Me too.
I really
Any.
do.
All right.
Because they'll get him. Those top 10 teams will get
Yeah,
him the
I
ball.
saw this on Sky Sports. We're going to put it. Right, I want you two to take your Liverpool hats off for 1 second, all right?
Good luck.
We got to rate this. I saw him do this the other day. In order of effectiveness, Premier League midfield partnerships. Gerrard and Alonso,
Mm-hmm.
Lampard and Essien,
Mm-hmm.
Keane and Scholes,
Mm-hmm.
Keane and Scholes.
and Vieira and Petit.
Keane and
Keane,
Scholes.
Scholes, Vieira, Petit, Chelsea, and then the other two at the end.
Okay.
Wait, you said Vieira and Petit were more
They
effective?
have to be. All three,
Keane
of
and
them, all three of
Scholes.
them won the Premier League multiple times, and we never won it once with our two. So how can you
No,
not,
but who
can't
do you
make that
think is
argument.
first, though, Chris? Who do you think's
Oh,
first there?
Keane and
Keane and
Scholes.
Scholes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree with. Do
Agreed.
you know? It's funny. I
Yeah.
probably agree with because it's funny because you can't look at them as individual players because if you looked at you see Gerrard and Alonso. Now they're both arguably better players than Vieira and
I
Petit.
agree, but if you put
and
them,
Lampard and Essien,
yeah,
but actually were they as effective as a
you
partnership?
can't argue they were. No, because I mean they
Essien was a great player, wasn't he?
unbelievable.
Do you remember that goal he scored
Un-
against Arsenal?
Yeah,
It's unbelievable,
he's
wasn't it?
a monster. Yeah, agreed. But again, I think Vieira, Petit, they were the
What they
Invincibles
did.
as well, weren't they? They were part of that. Were they part of that team?
No, Petit wasn't.
wasn't he?
Gilberto Silva,
Good recall. Well played.
but Vieira was.
But they were just again, they were fucking intimidating, big, skillful monster players, and
Yeah, they were, yeah.
and both
yeah.
won the World Cup
yeah, so
and the Euros.
yeah, so I'm going to go United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool.
It was quicker than
Fair. Yeah,
I thought.
I couldn't disagree with that. Yeah.
Something else has
Put my hat back on now.
come up this
Yeah,
week.
but
Yeah,
Gerrard and
no.
Alonso are fucking amazing.
So basically, you've just admitted that Lampard is a better player than Gerrard,
I have
and
definitely,
Scholes.
I have definitely
You
You put
not.
Gerrard in
I have
full
definitely not
behind
admitted that.
Scholes and Lampard. So we're
this-
glad we
so
cleared
Chris,
that up.
No, no, no,
finally.
Chris,
no.
let's. If we were in a court of law right now, he's literally 5 seconds ago just said, "Don't look at them as individuals, only as a partnership."
Yeah.
And then he pulls the individual card out of his arse. Stop
If the
it.
glove don't
Stop
fit,
it.
And the way
You're
you
being
phrased it as
daft.
well, how effective they were as a partner. Well, of course they're effective because they won so many things. Like
'Cause they won
were
so
part
much,
of the
yeah.
thing, like our guys weren't part of teams that won. So
And also, how long did Keane and Scholes play together? They must have had a good 10 years.
yeah,
oh yeah,
They must have had a good 10 years together.
And
Approaching
I
that,
love Roy
I think
Keane as well. As much
Gerrard
as I
and
hated him
Alonso probably
playing
had
for
4
United,
years,
Roy
I
Keane's
think.
just Roy Keane. You'd have in your team. He might be your first. Like, of all the players, the Premier League. Who's your first name on the sheet? I mean, Roy Keane is in the conversation.
There's two for me.
Shearer and Keane.
Exactly them two. Yeah. That's exactly who it would be.
And I think that's right. And then you go Thierry Henry, and then you go Steven Gerrard, maybe.
I'd have Gerrard first.
I'm trying to be. Hang on. There you go.
I think Roy Keane.
I would. I'm not even joking.
So
I really
think
would.
Roy Keane. Just they're very similar though. They're very similar, but I don't know when you think of just.
But Gerrard was better though.
He was a better footballer, but was he a better captain? I don't think you can make that argument.
I don't. I think that's an impossible
Keane,
argument.
And I think that's why you've got to say Roy Keane, because he's an incredible footballer. He wasn't as good a footballer as Steven Gerrard, and he was the linchpin that maybe you could argue.
Imagine those two together.
Well, you might say they're both very similar players as well. So
yeah, but Gerrard could play
a bit
further up than Keane, and Keane. I think Keane was better defensively than Gerrard, and Gerrard was better offensively than Keane.
Right. Hat back on.
But yeah, that would just be unreal to see those two together.
What else have you got for us, Sammy?
Well, I've seen today that, or this week, this has been discussed as well. Harry Kane's buyout clause comes into effect this summer, I think, or something like that. He's 31 or something like that.
This goes back to
I think
32 too old Mo Salah argument.
Well,
I don't think. Are you going to ask if Arsenal are going to sign him?
No, he's 31. Yeah, you've seen it obviously as well. Someone said, I saw it raised, should Arsenal go for Harry Kane?
No.
Why not?
Fucking why not? Are you mad?
He's too old and he's
too old. Have you seen how many goals he scored this year?
I think
in Germany.
They could get, how much do they want? What's his buyout
clause? It's only 31.
What's his buyout clause?
I don't think it's even
64 million, I think, in the summer.
I'd be fucking
in the summer,
terrified
it's 64.
Yeah, 65 million.
So you don't think that everyone's argument is that Arsenal don't have a forward?
Yeah, I just don't think it's good value for them. If I was
Arsenal,
if
you win the league,
I hope they feel the same way, because if they got him, I think that would be terrifying for.
They'd win the league.
How long though?
They'd be very fucking dangerous.
I think that Arsenal would win the league with
for how long though?
2 years, 3 years.
Even if they got him,
I don't know.
Yeah, but look,
I
what about when Arsenal signed Van Persie?
Yeah, but Van Persie was like 26 though, wasn't he?
No, he only had like 2 years.
Let me ask you this:
didn't
do we think City will be back next season? Because that's another thing as well. Like this, is this
a lot
an
of
anomaly?
talk about the charges coming to fruition now.
Really?
Like,
yeah,
I saw someone.
So
he's an
what
idiot
Pep
scout
said,
as well, saying that's why
what do you mean
City
as well
was saying that's why City had gone off the ball
here,
this year, because they knew they couldn't win the league. I was like, sure,
yeah, I know,
stupid.
yeah, it's
Like,
bananas, yeah. But what Pep said though, I felt like he made a little slip, because he said we're expecting the verdict and the sentence in the next month. Which
right. So
if the verdict is you've done nothing wrong, there's no sentence to be had, is there? So
that's a good point.
he said that maybe it was just, I don't know, his English or whatever. He just didn't really, make a correlation between the two. But when he said that, I was like, I think they actually might know that something's coming down the pipe.
I also, weirdly, just while I'm thinking there, with that's dragged on for ages, I saw them saying about West Ham might have to sell Paqueta in the summer. And I was thinking, he's got a load of betting charges sitting over him as well, where they're saying he's going to be banned forever. Like,
wait,
what? How can you sell him?
Sam, who sent that link to us yesterday? Someone sent a link to us.
About what?
About Paqueta.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it was someone someone from home. Apparently, I can't remember who sent it. I'd like to remember. I think it might have been Roy. I think it might have been.
There it is.
Being old.
Stunning. Here it is. Stunning new evidence emerges in case against West Ham star Paqueta. I didn't actually read it.
But so you've got to scroll all the way down to the bottom because the article is basically
Yeah, it's clickbait, isn't it?
silly. Yeah. But at the bottom, it says that apparently this person who's given evidence in Brazil said Paqueta did it as a birthday present to his brother. That yellow card was a birthday present to his brother. That's what it says in the article. Oh, I've no idea.
Paqueta booking was birthday present to brother Brazilian commission hears. So it's still going on. But look, the fact that all the bets took place in Paqueta, Brazil.
Yeah.
I think every bet.
Pretty suspect, if you ask me.
Yeah, and it's funny, but I keep hearing, West Ham might have to let big stars like Paqueta go, and I'm thinking, there's probably a good chance he's never going to play football ever again. Like, we've lucky to got this season.
How long's he got on his contract, Sam?
Do
you know?
I don't know. I don't know how long he's got left. He's a record signing, though.
I know. I didn't realize he was that expensive for you.
50,
I mean, he's
55
really good,
mil,
obviously.
For him.
Yeah.
What's the exposure with that? Like, as a player, like if that's a breach of contract and they've spent 50 million on, now you're worthless. Do you not go like?
Oh, I think they can. I'm sure they can fire him. He must.
Not
fired.
I'm
but
talking about like suing him. Like, you've just cost us. We paid 50 million for you.
And all your wages,
possibly.
All your wages. I mean, the liability for that.
Commercial costs and things like that you could lose.
It's hundreds, tens, if not hundreds of millions of damages that he's caused. Are you liable for that?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to find that out, wouldn't it?
Lawyers on any sports attorneys. What do you think?
Good point. Yeah.
Who's Liverpool got this weekend?
Wolves.
Oh, it's another thing.
What? What's another thing?
Poor old Liverpool again this week.
What?
If I turn on this TV one more time, we got these 5 games going up, and then I looked at Arsenal's next 5 games, right?
Making this Newcastle after that.
Big deal over.
What are Arsenal's next 5 games?
They got London Derby against West Ham.
I know, but when as well, though? Like, where
they did a thing yesterday. They did the 14 games that we're running in, and Arsenal's is easier.
It's
as simple as that.
Right. So Arsenal have got West Ham. They got Leicester this week, right? Forget that. Then they've got West Ham, Nottingham Forest, Man United, which is never
Forest
easy.
Away or a home? Forest away or a home? Because that makes a big difference. With
Forest at home.
Forest at home.
So then that's easier, isn't it?
What? Arsenal being away?
Yeah, but
Forest.
Arsenal are away at Forest.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Then
that's tough,
Man United away, which I know, but the history with Man United, Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
Like, look. Then Chelsea.
Sam's not here, but that's an easy game.
Listen, everyone's got to play. Everyone.
No, that's what I mean. But every time you turn TV, it's about this games. These games,
I'm not saying that.
Where have you seen
it's
that?
It's on everywhere. It's on Sky Sports all day long at the minute. These 5 games in 15 days.
Well, no, so the reason I think it's a big deal on the likes of Sky Sports is because if Liverpool come out of these 5 games, I think there's then 8 games left.
You've won it. It's done.
We haven't definitely.
No, it isn't done. It isn't done.
I know you're bottlers, but look, fuck me. Arsenal they've lost Havertz for the rest of the season now.
No, I know. No, we should.
They've got Trossard.
We should, but doesn't mean we will.
Sterling and Wanyeri up front now.
That's the thing with the draw yesterday, Toe, is that it wasn't the end of the world because it still puts us 3. We've still got to lose 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Or draw 4 times, and Arsenal's going to win everything.
Yes,
what is the 13
whether it's 7
games
points
left,
or
right?
9 games, or 9 points, it's not exactly the same, but it's.
I've got a feeling West Ham will beat Arsenal. I don't know why. I fancy West Ham at all year. I just fancy we're going to beat them there. We've derailed them twice in the last 2 years.
I hope so.
We've done them 2-2 at home, and then we beat them 3-0 away there last year as well to really hurt their title.
Yeah.
There's an added spice with Declan Rice as well.
I think it's going to be interesting to see the reaction to what happened last night because again, if when you wake up today and obviously with a cooler head, hopefully you go, it's not that bad. We're 7 points clear, and you can use.
I mean, it was a good result yesterday.
I don't disagree. As I say, it's Everton's last game at Goodison against Liverpool. There was always going to be something for Everton.
Yeah.
You had to expect that, and it happened. And we can moan and this and that, but it's done now, and I just feel like I hope that it galvanizes and sharpens, and they've got a steely focus, and use it as motivation to
I think it will.
normalize everybody
I
else.
think that's exactly what will happen.
I
Like
do
I
too.
loved
I do
Curtis
too.
Jones posted today, something like always together with like pictures of him fighting.
Yeah.
Like he's
Do you
been
think it's
sent
worth
off.
it? What's he going to get for that?
He's not going to get any more
3 games though,
punishment.
Toe? The straight
No.
red.
No,
1-1.
because it was a
Oh,
second
it
yellow.
was second yellow he got. The
Oh,
ref
did he?
done
Yeah.
him a favour
With the second yellow.
with a second yellow, I think. rather than
Because he
straight red.
did, he got a yellow after being on for a couple of minutes.
Did he?
He got a yellow
Bless him.
pretty much straight away, and the reason why I think they brought him on was because McAllister was on a yellow.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah.
it's like fuck. And I said, didn't I say? I said I will be amazed if
If it
nobody
finishes
gets
with
sent
22
off in
players.
this game.
Yeah, and then there was 2. 3 with
Then
Slot.
there was
4.
3, including Slot.
Was there?
It
Yeah.
was 4. Our other fella got sent off as well.
I saw. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the coach got sent off.
Did the
Boys, give
Corey
me a
get sent
second.
off as well?
Someone's
What was
on my
that for?
on
For,
my
his,
door.
for,
Give me a
for the whole thing, I think, like the whole ding dong with Curtis and doing the thing with the fans.
What was it he done wrong though?
Well, he just went
Just
right to the
celebrating, wasn't
Liverpool.
he?
Well, there's celebrating, and there's Adebayor running up the pitch to go and celebrate.
That has got to be
the
one
best
of the
ever.
greatest ever celebrations.
And it was akin to that, I think, and I think you got to go. Well, hang on. This is maybe the most heated certainly one of, if not the most heated fixture, and him doing that could actually cause a fucking riot, especially the way that it happened.
True.
And you're then going
with the fans. You mean, Chris?
Yeah, like I mean, the
yeah.
heat that's going on at that point.
How close they were to the fans.
Yeah,
I was amazed no one ran on.
I'm the same. I expected everyone to be on the pitch and it all kicking off. I mean,
yeah.
Thank God it didn't, is all I can say. But his actions, poor, that could have been very, very different.
Could have, yeah.
I mean, listen,
you've got to, if you're going to give it as a fan, you've got to also kind of expect to take it a little bit. You know,
yeah.
No question. But I'm not. By the way, I'm not justifying anything. But it was a silly thing for him to do.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. I mean, I've never that game yesterday was a proper throwback game, wasn't it?
It
was that was like the Premier League in the 90s. That early 2000s.
It was good.
That was like
both games. The Real Madrid
like
game as well. I thought was a brilliant game as well.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Because
just give us the Liverpool game, Sam. Come on.
City. It was end to end.
Yeah, right. Yeah. We're finishing it up.
Right,
there.
that's enough. That's enough for Liverpool.
Yeah, we're finishing it up there. I think, and apologies, because we were late this week. We're usually on a Monday, so apologies to everyone. But to be honest, it was because I was travelling back, and then we were going to do Tuesday, but we said, well, there ain't no really anything to talk about. And I'm glad we waited till Thursday because
it's good.
We had 2 games, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we got some games.
2 of the best games I've seen in a long time, though.
Yeah, they were. They were really fun games to watch. Actually, I want to finish on that. I'll give you something now.
Go on, son.
I think Mo Salah is Ballon d'Or this year. I think
100%,
he is so incredible this year to watch.
Isn't he?
I think his best season he's ever had this season.
Only if we win something big.
Yeah, but I just think even if you took him now, the way he's playing, that finish yesterday, the touch was insane. The way it's come over.
Off his other foot as well.
He's touched off the right foot onto the left and he bangs it. It was... Because the ball fizzed into him off the player's head, didn't it? It was just fantastic. The cross was like beautiful.
His cross, yeah.
But he does that every week. That one he done the outside of a boot the other day as well was like...
And he's doing this with all this contract stuff looming over him.
And he wasn't amazing in that game either. Like he wasn't in the game a lot.
That's why he's amazing.
He can go missing.
That's why he's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, he can go missing in games, Salah.
Yeah, listen, the best players usually do. But I haven't seen anyone. Now, granted, I don't watch Spanish football week in, week out as well, so that can skew things a little bit as well. But I've not seen anyone doing what he's doing at the minute.
Well, no one's ever hit the numbers he's hit this season. Nobody.
What do you mean?
Goals contribute, goals and goals assisted. Like
and the assist.
It's like the two
together,
the two stats
combined.
Together has never been done. So
he took over Henry's numbers, didn't he?
That's right.
And he's played like nowhere near the number of games Henry has played. And I say that as someone who Henry is one of my favourite ever players.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I've got to say, Salah. we go on to whether Liverpool can, we'll know that at the end of the season. I think will come down to if they win, if they don't, if they won't give him the contract, maybe if they win, they won't give it to him. Maybe if they win, he wants to stay. Maybe if he don't, it's all up in the air still. But
I think he'll stay.
I'm actually just enjoying watching him at the minute. Like he is.
If this is it, it's a
unbelievable the way he is playing.
Yeah,
looks so good, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's mustard.
His finishing is just incredible.
It's getting better.
I haven't heard that in a while. I haven't heard mustard in a while.
He's mustard, yeah.
All right, actually, we'll finish on this. Since we're talking about beer in football.
Go on.
What's your football halftime snack? Or even going to football? Do you have any pre-match rituals? Like if you actually go, I mean.
Well, I'd love a pie.
A pie. What sort of pie though?
Beef and ale.
Yeah, proper pie, not like the chicken balti.
No.
That's not a pie, is it?
No. Steak and ale pie.
You go in like places. There's a lot of that chicken balti pie.
No. Steak and ale. That'll be me.
Chicken and mushroom, I like as well.
I like that. I wouldn't be mad if that's what you brought out.
What's yours, Tone?
There's I don't eat in the ground because I hate queuing up for things. I hate it. I'm not like you posh fellas where you sit in the corporate boxes and just get things brought to you. So I can't.
Coattails for me. It ain't me.
I can't stand queuing up for things. So during the match, I usually don't eat anything. But there's a place outside Anfield called Home Baked, and it's like local, everything, all that kind of stuff. Does amazing pies. There's like a Shankly pie. There's a Scouse pie. Whatever's ready.
I like it in West Ham. In one of the bits, there's they're called Tony's Pie and Mash. So they do pie and mash and liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, pie and mash.
Is that the one with the green sauce?
So liquor is a.
Have you've had that, Chris? No.
No, I haven't. But I see it. I see it advertised. Bex loves it. Doesn't he? He's always posting it.
So Tony's is a great one.
When I used to live in London, when I lived by you, didn't I, Sam?
In Waltham Abbey? That one in Waltham Abbey?
No, Loughton High Street.
Oh, can't
remember what
it was there.
We used to go to the one on Loughton High Street and pie mash liquor and chili vinegar. Oh my God, the chili vinegar. It's actually the thing I miss most about London is that.
It's funny, you're about one of the only scouts that never had it.
What's that?
Because it's not seen outside of like East and South London. Like that's why it's not. It is a delicacy, but they do it. Tony's I think Robbins or another company as well do it at West Ham as well. But Tony's, they're such great people. Yeah. They do the pie and mash at half time, and my kids love it. They call it the lucky pie. Nice. So they're like, well, they haven't worked out yet that we always lose after they've had it. So ain't too lucky. But they don't have the liquor though. They haven't tried that yet.
Yeah. Oh, why not?
They just have the pie. The pie and the mash. They haven't had, but they love the vinegar and that all on it. But they just haven't had the guts to have the liquor yet. Because it doesn't look
I couldn't have it without the liquor.
Mate, get the recipe and let's open it up around the corner here. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go. How's that for a business?
I think there wouldn't be enough people to eat.
It really is.
You'd never sell it in LA. Because you remember, it's only just Londoners. If you're outside London, you would never have eaten it.
If it's good, it wins.
It's very heavy. Like it's not really an LA
It is very
food.
heavy, yeah.
Have you ever had jelly deals?
I've never had it. No,
not for me either.
I've not had them actually.
Oh, they're not.
They don't sound very appealing, to be honest. And I'll eat
they're in jelly, and it's like this clear jelly around the neel, and people put vinegar and pepper on them as well.
Oh no, that's not mine. I'm not a big pork pie fan because of all the jelly around.
Meat's exactly the same. That gelatine.
Just that.
It's disgusting.
I can't do it.
I can do
pie. Practically anything.
Yeah,
but that I don't fancy it.
Oh,
all right.
But okay, so we're all set for
Liverpool Wolves,
West Ham, Brentford.
The Reds.
Who's the big? Is there any? I don't think it's a big game this weekend, is there?
There is.
I don't think there is. I'll have a look now. But
I mean, at this stage,
tomorrow we got Brighton, Chelsea, and then we've got Palace, Everton, Southampton, Bournemouth. City, Newcastle. That's the biggest game of the weekend. Fulham, North Forest, Leicester, Arsenal, Villa, Ipswich. It's a pretty dead week, actually, isn't it?
Hopefully Van Nistelrooy
If
can-
Arsenal hammer Leicester at the King Power, old Rude's toast, isn't he?
I don't like you. Oh no, the big game is Sunday. Well, the big game of losers.
Well,
Spurs,
Liverpool.
Man United.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who gives a
to the
shit?
Spurs fans are going mad because they could still win the Europa League, and it's that bit
Good
of
luck
hope
with
that's
that.
going to kill them.
Going to keep him going.
They're the second favourites, aren't they? I think they're the second
would think
favourites to
so.
win it after Man United, which just
Listen,
tells you
if
how
they
bad the
do
Europa
get
League
Van
must
der
be.
Ven and Romero back, they are a different side.
Van der Ven, I really like him, but he's been injured a lot considering the short
Well,
amount
they
of
brought
time
him
he's been there.
back too early, and he got injured again.
Yeah.
Played one game in Europa, and then that was it, done. So
He's
they have
very
got
good,
a month
though.
until that happens. So if I was them, look, what's the difference it mean if you finish 15th or
Yeah, just
11th?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you might as well
I
just
mean,
go all out for that Europa.
Think of it. That Spurs Man U clash. It's a mid to bottom of the table clash at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. The
Doesn't
best
really
either of them
affect
can finish is
much.
probably 10th.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, bananas.
Do you think Amarin, I know we're going to finish up, but do you think Amarin starts next season with United?
Definitely. Yeah,
I
think
do
I think
too. A
they've
lot
got
of
him.
people are saying that.
They've got to give him
that they
some
might
time.
toast
you
him.
can't, you got to give him more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they can't keep recycling through managers how they're doing it.
No.
Do you know what's
can't.
funny though? Rude was the most successful out of
That's
all of
right,
them.
and they fucked him off to Leicester.
Yeah, but what was that, one game or so?
No, he'd done
Yeah,
5
four-
games,
was it
four
four
or
or
5
five?
games, yeah.
Did he do?
2 of
I
them
mean,
were against Leicester though.
That's true.
But
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
he had the best win percentage out of all of them.
Yeah,
4 games. Who
Bring him
cares?
back.
You know,
bring him.
He'll never get another job in England ever again after this.
no, he'll go back to Holland probably, or
Towel between his
Turkey
legs,
or-
let me tell you, because there's no. That was the stupidest move that
go to
he'd have ever
Leicester.
taken. Yeah, like what was the point of
5 to
that?
nothing.
What are you going to do there? Even if you keep him up, no one cares. Like really, like
Yeah,
in
exactly,
grand scheme
yeah.
of things,
Yeah.
they ain't going to say, "Oh, what a manager he is."
Yeah,
Like it's just there was no complete waste of a club that was. It's like when you see these like Rooney's and that taking like Plymouth.
Rooney's a bit different because he's got all the money in the world. I don't know what Rooney might be getting paid a lot. You don't know what these.
no, I
what's
don't.
going on.
I think with someone like Rooney is. I mean, listen.
No, he obviously
Rooney-
loves it and wants to do it and prove
Right.
that he can do it. But
Yeah, but also I
sometimes you
think
gotta
it's
wait
like
in
a Gaza situation with, like, I mean, we've spoken about Gaza and Rooney, the parallels between those two. I think Rooney needs to keep himself busy.
probably.
You know, I think he needs, because if he was
He's
sitting
just
around
gone
the
on
house all day, I
Amazon
think,
Prime, and he's just been announced as like one of their presenters now.
oh, has he really?
Yeah, he done his first game.
So
I
he's
think it
probably
was the
not
City.
going back into it then.
Yeah, well, he'd get the call, I suppose, and maybe. But he's quite. I like Rooney on the telly.
I do too.
You half know his football.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Which
I'm-
you wouldn't have
used
thought,
to,
would you? Like,
I used
like,
to
really?
really dislike
fan.
seeing him on the telly.
You don't like
only
seeing him?
No, now I do, but I used to dislike it because he's from Liverpool, and I used to think he'd give people a bad perception because every other word was and because and I would be like, fucking hell, man, you've been in front of the telly since
Your
you were
whole life.
16 years old. How can you not learn to
I wish
fucking
he'd lose
speak
some
here?
weight. Let me tell you, he don't, because every time I see him, I actually feel a bit sad.
Oh, for Rooney? Yeah.
I just wish
yeah.
he'd get in the
But-
gym or something. I wish someone would say, "Go and sort yourself out. Get in the gym."
To be fair though, he dealt with that. He was a bit like Gaza like that, wasn't he? He always struggled, even when he was
Always
playing.
struggled with
and
his
he's
weight.
probably like, I've just ran me bollocks off for 20 years. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, and he's obviously drinking as well, and
Yeah.
obviously not eating well. So
Yeah, he likes a night out, doesn't he? Those
I'm with you though. I don't like seeing
the
I don't
ca-
like
the
seeing
karaoke
it.
any
videos
of
down in
the
Plymouth.
players,
them.
like when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
get big, you look
Yeah.
and go,
It's a shame, but I
Yeah.
can understand. 'cause
But he's
they're
a thick lad though, Rooney. He's not a tall lad, but he's a big
No, he's a
lad.
unit,
You
yeah.
know, he's never going to look like, you know, a supermodel, is he? He's just not. He's not built like that. But that's what made him so good when he was so young.
That's right.
But anyway, I think he speaks a lot better now. He's obviously had some kind of coaching.
he's good.
Now
he's good.
now he speaks a lot better. Now
It's not
I
even
enjoy
Scholes as
hearing him.
well. I like Scholes on TV.
Yeah, I
Scholes
do
used to
too.
be quite bad, didn't he? Like, because he's very
Yeah.
quiet, obviously, but he's come out of his shell quite a lot on. But
Yeah.
he does the fan
He
debate
doesn't miss
with
his, mince his
Carragher.
words, does he?
No, and he's always. He's
I think
hard,
working
isn't
with
he?
Carragher helps him. I think working with Carragher has helped him because Carragher has been doing that for years and he's always been pretty good at it. He's only ever gotten better at it.
Yeah.
But I think working with Carragher where he can let Carragher take the lead and, you know, he could, because Scholes is pretty funny. I like him. Like he chips in with something out of left field and I think working with someone like Carragher helps Scholes.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're going to finish up. We will see you in our normal slot on Monday next week. And then we're trying to put together a watch-along game, aren't we? Which is coming up, Liverpool City,
yeah.
isn't it? So we're going to try and do that. So we'll keep you updated. Thanks for staying with us. Give us a like on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple, and we will see you all soon. See you later, chaps.
Boom.
See you soon, folks. With the Reds.